Hi, everybody. My name is Jenny, coming to you with a quick update. I know it's been a long time. During that time, I went to the Amish country for 4 days and then brought a lot of that home. And for the past 2 days, basically unintentionally loaded. Because the scale is getting out of control and I just need to jump back into HCG. I was going to wait until September because this weekend on one day I'm going down to see my daughter at her college, and the day after that on the weekend I'm going to see my son at his college, and I know that that involves taking them out to eat and everything, but I'm just going to have to do my best. It is what it is. Um so when I go back and look at what I ate the past 2 days since I've been home, mm, 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 I don't know if I ate worse when I was down in the Amish country or after I came home, to be honest with you. Terrible, terrible. I mean, the scale skyrocketed about 5 pounds when I got back, which I was actually quite happy with. And I'm like, oh, it's only 5 pounds higher because I could see my ankles were so swollen from being on my feet a lot, but I think also just from, I mean, I did let go. Remember how I said I was going to try to be good? I didn't. I didn't. I just didn't. So the vast amount of carbs caused my body to kind of go woo and blow up like a blowfish. Um, but in the past 2 days, even though I feel like the swelling is starting to go down a little bit, and I've had a couple bowel movements, and I'm thinking the scale's going to be my friend, it's not. It's continuing to go up, and that's because of the amount of food I'm putting into my mouth. Thinking that I can just, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm not even going to try to analyze it. So it is what it is. So here we are today, day one, round three, HCG. Here we go. I need the parameters to keep me back on track. I can't let myself get too far off. I mean, I've gone off considerably. I mean, I don't know what real numbers even are at this given time. Um, but finally, I feel like Tom is tapering off. So that's not going to be as much of a factor anymore. We're kind of getting to the end. Hallelujah. And how long has it been? Over a month? I don't know. So, yeah, that's it. I just wanted to quickly come and tell you, not doing well. I haven't figured out the numbers, but my goodness. I mean, I at the end of the weekend it was +5, and it's gone up a couple pounds since then. So I'm probably around 8 pounds gained in the past 6 days. So I need to just get it under control. I need to stop making excuses in my head and saying, well, the food is there, and well, I'm sad because all the kids, I'm an empty nester now, and they're gone. And look at this homemade cherry. Oh, let me tell you, the cherry pie. I mean, the apple pie was really good too, but the cherry pie, and oh my goodness, if you take a piece of crumb top apple pie and put it next to cherry pie and kind of eat it together, especially if you warm it up and throw a little scoop of ice cream on top, yeah, this is a diet channel, isn't it? Crazy. What's wrong with me? I have issues. So, yesterday I decided I just am not going to have any more desserts, but I'll let myself eat anything else that I want. And then that didn't work. I ended up eating 2 pieces of pie. So this morning I took some drops. I'm like, it's the only thing that's going to get me under control. Staying within 500 calories is going to be difficult, but I don't think just doing keto is going to help at this point, which is what I've done. And for 53 days, I think it was, keto kept my weight from going up at all. It just kept it, maintained it. Um, but when I can't maintain where I am now, I do need to lose. And I think keto would help me lose because obviously, the water retention, which I can also feel in my hands if I try to make a tight fist, I can just feel this extra puffiness of them. Probably can't get my rings off. So yeah, water retention is there. Anyway, I need to get serious about losing the extra fat that I put on during these days of really poor eating choices. That being said, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I knew it was going to happen, and it did happen, and it is what it is, and now we are moving on. Closing the chapter, moving on. I'm not going to sit there and beat myself up over this. Oh, you're terrible. Why can't you get it together? Why do you need the prim? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It is what it is. I saw it coming. I fell into the trap that I knew was right there. I let myself enjoy it while I was there, and now I look at myself and say, I need to come out on the other side. So here we go. Round three, day one. Well, technically tomorrow will be day one because the scale today would have been the result of loading the past 2 days because the amount of food I put in, loading. I should not be hungry for a very long time, especially as the drops start getting in my system. I'm doing what you're not supposed to do, and I'm starting right away on HCG because I ate so much food the last 2 days that I know I don't need that. A lot of loading for me is the psychological aspect of getting myself prepared to knowing I'm going to be very restrictive in my diet. And it really also just really fills you up. So those first couple days, you're not that hungry as you're getting used to the new restricted amount of eating. But that's not going to be an issue. I feel like my stomach is twice the size waking up this morning than it normally is. And I think I'm going to be fine. I think I'm going to be just fine. And I don't have to worry about it. So, don't do as I do as I say, and that is do loading the proper and correct way. But at this point, I'm ready to jump right in. It worked for me last time. I had no problems. I was able to start losing right away on HCG, so we'll see how it goes this time. All right. I will tell you that psychologically, there is a little part of my brain that's like, well, if I'm not strict on 500 calories, at least I'm better because September 1st was going to be the day I was going to start. So I do know today's the 25th. I do know for the next 5 to 6 days that there's going to be a little bit of mental head games with, like, oh, maybe I could have a little bite of those Amish potatoes along with just my meat and vegetables that I'm eating. Um, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. If the scale at all goes up any more than it is, then that will be the thing that will force me to be really, really strict. But I think that if I think about just doing HCG, but occasionally maybe cheat, I do believe the scale's going to keep coming down too because of the vast spike that I experienced. Okay, a lot of rambling, a lot of rambling. Sorry about that, but just wanted you to know in case you decided to start another round and you wanted to follow along with me and kind of compare numbers. Today was my first day. Sorry I didn't give you a whole lot of warning, but today is number one on the drop. So technically, tomorrow will be the day that I will consider number one on the diet. I guess I would technically consider today. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I like to say the first day that I see a minus is like the first day on the diet, even though I've been on the drops. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Okay, the day after lunch. So it's almost like there's a gap day in there. There's load. I'm starting on the diet, but the scale, the results from the load are yesterday's result. Anyway, do your chart however you want to do your chart. My chart makes sense to me, even though it may not make sense to you. All right. And we'll be in touch. I'll be doing videos more often now because I'll be trying to keep up to date and posting at least something if I can every day to just let you know where I am. This weekend's going to be a tough one because I'm going 2.5 hours in two different directions both days, and I have to be back. I can't go until 9. I can't leave until 9:30 in the morning after I finish my classes, and I have to be back by 8. So I don't, and they're 2.5 hours away, so it's 5 hours of just driving. Don't know if videos are going to happen over the weekend. But maybe if I'm sitting in a class and a kid's not showing up, I can throw one up here for you. But there we go. Here we go. Round 3. Let's lose some weight, gals and guys.